Hi, today I'm gonna discuss how we can use a class in C++ with a real example. Let's say we have a game with two players, player number 1 and player number 2. And then each of the player in this example has their own coordinate system. And then for example, player number 1, the coordinate of the player is going to be x1 and y1. For player number 2, x would be 7 and y would be 2. And we wanted to move this player, for example, from this point somewhere here, and also the same for the player number 2 is going to move somewhere. We wanted to know how we can make use of the class to solve this problem and scale our project for a game which we have more than 2 players. First, let's talk about the simple solution we might think about it. For example, we think we can solve this issue with specify a simple function for movement of the player. And then in this function we have x, y and speed as the input, and also this movement is going to calculate by x multiply speed and y multiply speed. We can print out this information just to simplify this program. But the trick is here. When we are talking about 2 player, of course we need to store the location of each player in a variable, for example x, y and speed. So we have 3 variables in this example, only for 1 player, and we are going to extend this one to 2 player, and also we need 3 variables to store location and also speed of the player number 2. And also we can call function, move function, to execute this program, and eventually the player will move in the coordinate system. Okay, imagine this program is going to extend for a football game, and we have 22 player, and then we have to define so many variables for 22 player. But that's okay, maybe you think still this method is going to work, but when we are going to scale our program maybe to 100 player in the game, and each of the player has their own character in terms of height, weight, even the color of the skin, and the model of the clothes and so on. Of course this is not going to be a right solution. So that is why we can make use of class in the C, and you can see, let's solve this problem, the movement of the player with the class, and you can see how this feature of the object-oriented programming is going to be useful when we think about the scalability. So let's just make a simple example. I'm not going to go to the syntax of the class. Of course, in the future video I will go to the detail, but for the first video, let's think we are specifying a class. The class name is a player, and then inside the class we have x, y, speed, and also the movement function. So the beauty of the class is here. I can create an object of the class, with no limitation. For example, here I create 2 players, and each of the player has all this information inside the class. It has X, Y, speed, and also it has move function as well. The thing is, the information of the player number 1 is not the same as player number 2, but the content would be the same. For example, a player has X coordinate, Y coordinate, but they might be differ, and then that is why when we create an object, we will store all this information inside the object. Then we can make a use of the object. For example, player number 1, when we are going to move, we only can call this object, and also we will send the location and so speed of the place where we are going to move the player. Same concept here. If you wanted to extend this program to 22 player, you don't need to specify, for example, like this, for each player 3 variables. Here you will specify one time a class, then you can create unlimited object from the class. This is how you can scale your program, and also you can save the memory in some case which there would be limitation for the memory as well. So this would be the simple introduction of the class in C++. In the future video, I will drill down to the feature of the class, and how we can specify, and what would be the public and private and also protected classifier, and also we will discuss further about the detail of the class. I hope you found this video useful, and I hope I will see you next video.